Welcome to another edition of Broken Big Boy Toys. Today we're going to be working on the Yamaha Thundercat 600 YZF. This is a 2005. Seems to have a little bit of a radiator leak, so we're going to change it out to a new aluminum radiator. Right now we're trying to get it up on a racing stand, but every one of our bikes has spools except this bike. So it would be a real pain in the neck to have to change back to non-spool on the pit bull stands. We're going to try this black stand. I think that came with the Ducati, but I never liked it. So we're going to see if we can get it up on it. If we can, great. If we can't, I don't know what we're going to do. So that's the first things first.
A little switch roll action today. I'm actually going to be working on it instead of just holding the camera. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take a Phillips head thumb screwdriver and take off the bottom
Chin?
Yeah, chin or air duct.
Chin.
Bottom chin.
Alright, we weren't able to find a stand that would fit. The black one didn't fit. And I don't feel like changing all the spool adapters to put it up here. Then we tried to buy one off of Facebook and couldn't get anybody to reply. That's what we were going to do, just buy a pit bull stand for the bike. But since we couldn't, well, onward, upward, and time to take the body panels off. You know, we built this bike. We did all the fairings, we did everything on it, and
just throwing a radiator in it when we had the chance.
And we don't remember how it all went together. So now I think we have to pull everything apart to get this to the fairings. I think we have to pull the top, well, where the headlight is. Got to pull the mirror is. I think we got to pull everything, which I really didn't want to have to do. For any of you that watch some of my videos, you know I'm injured because Dino dropped the piano on me and broke my tibia, fibula, and my ankle, and I need a titanium rod. So that was 10 weeks ago, so I'm a little bit out of it still. I have crutches here. I'm just starting to walk on it a little bit, but I'm not a super lot of help for Greg right now, so he's gonna have to deal with it, and I think, you know, he's not happy about it. So anyway, all right, so we took the top plastic off, and now we're gonna try to sneak out the body panel on the side. I don't really know if it's worth it, but Greg wants to do it that way, so
Try to.
I'm gonna let Greg make the decision, being that it's his bike and his $400 panels, not mine.
Close to 5.
Close to 5. So I thought that was to the top, and it is, but I don't know. That's what Greg wanted to do, so that's what I did. Are you pulling off these side clips?
What's like?
The stainless steel things or plastic things, whatever the hell these are. The Allens.
Yeah.
Are you doing that now?
I want to see if I can sneak this side first.
But I mean, you're pulling it? I mean, I'll
Yeah.
pull this side. Don't make a difference. There's a bolt back there. Isn't there? There's a bolt that goes underneath by the kickstand too, I thought.
I already took that off. It goes in
Okay.
between both of us.
All right, so is that separating? Don't break it. All right.
You suck. So there's no way of seriously sneaking these panels without breaking them. Now, if your bike's all crashed like this one was, go right ahead and sneak the panels. You're changing them anyway, but in this sake, just go ahead and take out the front fairing because there's no reason in risking breaking them when they're $400 or $500 a pop. So
Yeah.
right now what I'm doing is I'm taking off the
upper
mirrors,
fairing, yeah.
and then I also took off the inner plastics besides the cluster. Can't figure out how that comes out, and I also don't even know if it seriously needs to come out.
Yeah, so before we yank on it, we'll make sure it'll come out. Because I think we definitely have to take those inner panels off before we take the top off. All right, I hate this bike because I don't remember how to put it together. I think you gotta take the windshield out. I think there's a bolt behind there holding it in. I'm not sure. I mean, I built this bike 2 years ago and Greg never rode it, and then the radiator started. started leaking, and he refused to get his license and all this other great stuff. So
he plays it out when it was COVID shut down the DMV before I kept my license. I only got my car license.
Whatever. And like I said, he didn't take his license for his motorcycle, so it's been sitting, and I don't remember how it comes apart. That's the problem. I don't remember how it comes apart. I remember it being a pain in the neck. You know, this and the CBR 1000, you know, to pull the panels, you had to pull the nose. Very few of my bikes you have to do that. I don't think I have to do it on the 10. I know I don't have to do it on the 996. I don't know about the 749.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
I don't know if
side panels come off. No.
Side panels come off on that too.
The Ducati side panels come off on the Ninja. It's a full fairing.
No, I don't know about that one.
No, my Ninja. My 250
well,
is a full fairing.
Your 250 is a race panel.
Right, and it's a full fairing. It all slides up. I believe that bike's the same way as this bike. I believe it cradles it.
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had those panels off.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had them off.
Yeah, actually I had them off because I changed the oil on it.
I don't know. That was forever ago. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's only got 3,000 miles on it. How many times you can change the oil?
33.
Well, so why would I change the oil on a bike that's got 3,300 miles on it?
Time's out.
Yeah, I guess. Time's out. So, put those all aside so you know which ones are which.
Throw them back in the window.
Alright, now, let's see. There is definitely a bolt there.
No, that's what held the gauge cluster.
I held the gauge cluster?
Yeah.
Okay, so the front piece came out. You know what? We should have been lifting here. That's where we screwed up.
Probably.
That's what you didn't lift as you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you gotta lift it where the mirror bolts
You didn't scratch it or break it, did you?
No. I
Yeah,
followed out my holes a little bit.
Okay.
That was
It's not a big deal. The mirrors will go in.
Yeah. I gotta figure out how to get the headlight out.
You can just
I don't know how it unplugs.
just pull it back. Just unplugs. There you go. The ram airs are there or whatever, so just make sure you pull straight forward. There you go. Said there was a hidden screw to that one piece. It's actually on the ram air, so I think you just disconnect the side cover and then the rams, that stuff sits there, and then you bring it up and around, I think. Is your side piece all undone? Because mine's not.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so I pulled my side panel off. All it was holding mine on was really just sitting on one of the fender brackets, but there's a push pin and then just a couple bolts that pulls it off.
Whatever we can leave on the bike, I'd prefer to leave on the bike. If we can get to the radiator bolts, that's fine. Is there anything by the rear in this one, on the side?
Just one underneath here.
Did you take it off already or no?
No.
Okay, careful because everything else will be off then.
No, I still got a pop pin on this one.
Yeah, it's got a pop pin to push it on. Yeah, you're right. Try to get a thumb. Oh, that stupid camera zoom.
What?
How does this camera zoom?
It doesn't zoom.
I swear you zoomed.
It doesn't zoom.
What a junk camera. I got a big expensive camera, it doesn't zoom. My old one zoomed.
Your old one didn't zoom either.
No, I should zoom because I can't get it to work.
Isn't that to GoPro then?
It's a different GoPro. We didn't buy the good one. This is neat.
They don't
Everything off on that.
should be.
So it's just that pop pin on the bottom again. There you go. Oh, something fell off over there. Yeah, from where?
I don't know.
Okay, so you got different wires here for the blinkers.
They got a black to black and white again, brown to looks like a red again, and then you got two of these blues with the black.
So it's a black with a white tracer goes to the black. There's a black solid that goes to the blue and red, and then there's a red that goes to the brown. See the tracer? That's a black tracer with a white tracer. You got to know the tracer. You can't just say black. Hopefully you know.
I said black with white.
No, you didn't. You get to that radiator, I think we got to pull the ram and the rest of the front off. It's no big deal, but I think we have to get this out of our way. 'Cause I don't see the bolts of the radiator, so we'll see. I'm going to take a quick thing with the camera just so I can see where everything is, because Greg just wants to start yanking things, so I'm not willing to do that, but he is. So I'm just going to go over, make sure everything's there, go down there. Is there anything down there attached I can't see? So whatever on that side of the bike I didn't touch. So anything on the right side of the bike that's broken, Greg did it. Okay, so we took the inner covers off, and we unbolted the ram air. We just got to get this hose clamp off so that we can pull it off forward, because they go through the bike. So it's just easier to pull it off there. And then I think we got a clear shot at the radiator once we get that out. So it's just really trying to get to the radiator bolts, and I know one's back here behind the ram tube. So you're gonna have to disconnect the ram tube, maybe push that up. I don't know. This will move. That should be good. Okay. Squish that, pull it up, and just pull it up on the hose. Will it go up? Now pull the hose. There you go. Same thing on this side, and then you're done. All right, don't pull on it because this side's still attached, Greg.
Pull on what?
Don't pull on the hose. What are you pulling on?
The box.
Why? You gotta get this hose out first. Okay, so the air box is off. Now we gotta figure out where the radiator goes. I think that's one bolt right here. Ooh. He's gotta drain the radiator yet too.
Yeah, these radiators are filled.
What?
Yeah, these radiators are filled.
Overfilled?
Yeah.
How could it be overfilled? Huh?
I mean, it's filled to the brim.
Well, that's good. Bikes are supposed to be filled to the brim.
This is true. I don't know how it was leaking then.
Well, it was leaking because there was a leak in it. Why'd you take the cap off?
Just want to see if there's any like real stuff in there. Plus, I need to do that to get the stuff on. I think.
Can that stuff mix? I guess so, right?
Yeah, well.
No, because we're not going to have all the fluid out of the bike. We'll have most of it anyway. You just pull the bottom hose. No, right here. Pull this hose.
My hand underneath there first.
Oh yeah. You gotta move my stuff too so it doesn't get all over the place. I need to put this on film, and I need to get out of the way because he's gonna drop this thing and I'm gonna get wet.
I'm not gonna drop shit. You act like I don't do some fucking work all the time.
I don't know what you do at work all the time. You could do everything, but it's gonna get me wet. I could just tell you, it's gonna freaking get wet. So I'm gonna put it up here, and I'm gonna watch you get soaked. You can do it with a screwdriver. There you go. Ready? It's gonna start pouring. Wow. Did you get wet?
Not on my clothes.
Not on your clothes? Okay.
I think I was supposed to get wet, got wet. My hands got wet. Hands are always supposed to be wet. Hands ain't wet, you ain't doing something right.
Your hands ain't wet. I don't know if I need your hands wet. I need something else wet.
Hands ain't wet, you ain't doing something right.
Yeah, I don't know about hands. Something else might be wet, but not hands.
Hands ain't wet, you ain't doing something right.
Okay. Alright. You need a rag, but you didn't bring with you. Where's the rag? You wash your hands inside? You gonna wash your hands inside? Oh, you got a rag. Okay. Should have had that rag by you. Alright, so the radiator's drained. Yay.
That took off like 2 seconds.
Did we check to make sure this is the right radiator? I hope.
Pulled it out before, made sure it was looked nice.
Did you match it up to the bike? Make sure it's the same as the bike?
No, I didn't
Oh, so when we take it out, we're gonna figure out if it's a good radiator.
Yeah, forgot to tell you, your flex is just gonna stay outside.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's gonna stay outside.
No, it's not. All right.
Oh shit, it doesn't work.
It might not. Radiator's thing's on the wrong side.
It's not on the wrong side.
Well, let's see if it works. Is it for this bike?
Yeah, it's for this
Okay, well, that's all that matters.
No, the thermostat.
All right.
Got it.
On the camera on it. It's got a dent in it?
Yeah, it's got a pretty big dent in it. So, I mean, never really checked this, but it's got a pretty gnarly dent right here in it.
But that's not where it's leaking from.
Well, it's leaking from this side. It's getting a leak right about here.
Leaking, I thought.
Yeah, it's weeping, leaking. As you can see, the fluid right around here.
Oh, so
That's
it might
where
be
it's
the
leaking.
dent. It might have been caused by the dent.
It's weeping here. It could have just crushed it in just enough to
just
really
enough.
screw it up. But
Just enough.
whatever. Crash bike. Needed a radiator. Didn't need a radiator. Now it does. Whatever.
All right, so it's got 2 bolts holding it in.
3.
Or 2 on top and 1 down by where the fan connects. So we're gonna take it off and then we have to attach the fan to the new radiator.
Alright, so you got 4 hoses over here. You got one that goes to the top of the radiator where the cap is. You got one in the middle. Got the big middle one, which is the actual radiator hose. Then you got another vent hose, it looks like, down here that goes into the bottom of the block.
Oh, the bike's only got 6,000 miles on it.
65, 66, 65, 67.
Okay.
Something like that.
Oh, 6,500 miles
Yeah.
and 70.
6,500 and 67. Yeah.
So 6570.
Yeah, basically.
What do you mean basically? That's what it is.
It's 6,500.
Yeah. And 70 miles.
67.
And 6,567 miles.
Right, you're cutting me short 3 miles.
Okay. So in reality, the bike's pretty friggin' new.
Yeah.
And the motor spot was don't even have any dirt on it.
No.
You just pulling those 3 wires or hoses and then it'll pull forward, or what else is holding you?
Well, I got the 2 10 mils up top.
Oh, you're still having bolted in so it doesn't fall?
Yeah.
Okay. Just trying to figure out what you're doing. I'm sitting on the sidelines not really knowing what you're doing. I'm just going to sit here and drink my soda.
Good for you.
It's much different to be the one filming. It's not as fun, actually.
No, it's not.
You just sit there and you try to get angles of people and stuff
Yeah,
like
it
that.
don't really work, does it?
Ah, it's hard.
Yeah, okay.
Especially when I can't stand to get over where you are.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Unless you want me to come up on my crutches, which is probably not worth it.
I just want the credit that, my job isn't the easiest.
What's not the easiest?
Being the camera guy.
Oh no, it's definitely the easiest. I said it's boring. Boring. Plus I keep watching you screw things up and I want to jump in and I can't.
That's a good learning lesson for him.
For you.
For you.
For you.
For you. You can't jump in and take the tools out of
No,
it.
I can't do it. No, I gotta just let you wreck your bike. It's cool. I gotta figure out the oil leak on my Ducati too, because
I gotta do that? I gotta be master mechanic now?
no, I said I have to. But
I thought you said I had to.
I can't walk, so I don't want to do it.
Alright, so the fan wire is what looks like to be underneath the tank, so I said that's not gonna stop me. Hand me the 10 mil and I'm unbolting the fan because that ain't gonna stop me yet. I'm just gonna keep chugging along.
I'm sure the fan wire could have come off, but
Nah, it was tucked underneath.
I don't know. It's not me doing it. I don't work for a super great body shop.
Stop atting where I work.
I didn't say where you work. I said you work at a super great body shop. That's all I said. I didn't bash anything. I didn't say. I said you work at a really good body shop. How is that bashing your company? That you work there? That's about as bad as it can be. Is that you work there?
No credit.
I don't understand. Why is that bolt still in there? If you
I don't know why it fell out like that. I don't think it was inside the bracket.
okay, did you break it?
No, bracket. It bolts into the bracket.
Yeah, is the bracket broken?
No.
Okay, so you had it unbolted and you just didn't realize it was unbolted.
Yes.
So it's just sitting in the plastic there. Alright, so
Check that out.
just unbolted the fan real quick so that you can do it, and then the radiator came out. So I don't know what pieces you need to move over, all the rubber pieces and stuff.
What I was saying was dented on this is right over here. It's got a chunk dented in it.
Where?
Right here.
Oh yeah.
And we're leaking at the bottom of that side.
Yeah, so I mean it could have just broke the weld.
Good.
Not a big deal. Now you got to switch all your brackets and stuff. So where are you going with that?
I'm trying to figure out something where it's not going to leak.
It's not gonna leak.
It was leaking in my hand.
Okay, so put it over there. It's not gonna. How's it gonna leak like that? Put the cap back on it. All right, so he's gonna have to move over all those rubber pieces and stuff onto the new one. Then bolt on the fan.
And it even comes with a brand new radiator cap, so I don't even need the radiator cap.
Is it the right poundage?
Probably need the radiator cap.
I don't know. Look, just make sure it's the right poundage.
I think it's just a plastic cap. I don't think it.
No, then use your stock one.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Just kidding.
There's a lot of hoses in that thing. Wow.
Big bike. It's a 600.
It's a little bike. It's a 600.
Big bike. Man.
It's a big bike. It's a 600. It's a big bike.
It's a big four-cylinder, man.
No, it's not. It's a little four-cylinder.
It's a big one, man.
How is it big? It's a
It's
600.
a big fucking monster bike.
Okay, again with the swears. Again with the swears. Doesn't know how to talk without swearing. Nice. So now this is not able to be seen by children. Does it have all the same holes? Here's how a monkey opens a bag. My God.
I'm doing anything. I'm just sitting.
What?
I'm not even doing anything. I'm just sitting here.
Where's the football? Huh?
Shut the fucking camera off. It's 3 minutes long, you dickhead.
I just want to. What do you mean? What's 3 minutes long?
Video. I can't do it like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, put that on the pad so it doesn't do anything.
Ah, shit, it's wrong.
All right. Wells. I don't know. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't know. I mean, it looks like I don't know who welded that. Did you weld that thing?
I did.
Put
It's
your
the first
cap.
time I ever stuck. Did
yeah.
stick weld or TIG weld.
Yeah, I melted half the radiator as I did it. Put yours on, see if it fits.
Hold on.
It should fit.
Yeah, don't want all the dirt done.
Okay. All the dirt's got to come off?
Yes.
Okay. Because it's a new radiator?
Yes.
A lot of fins are kind of beat up on that already. Not that it really matters, but...
Does not fit.
Yes, it does. How can it not fit? There you go. Is that the way your radiator went on before? All right, we'll leave it on. Why are you taking it off?
I gotta fill the radiator.
Okay. You can undo it then, too.
God, that is really tight.
Because you have to push down as you do it.
You like it tight.
Push down as you do it.
Like it tight.
All right, so now he's got to move all these over. If he can figure out how to do it. There you go. I wasn't going to tell you how to do it just to be a ball buster. All right, to take the rubber pieces out, the metal pieces come out and then you can push it through the hole. All right. All right. So everything's been moved over, the rubber pieces, nothing left on the old radiator. Now we just got to bolt the fan up, then bolt the radiator up. Is it easier to catch the bottom one first?
Not really. it probably would be easier if you held it for me.
All right, so as you would expect, the fan brackets aren't where they're supposed to be. You know, bend them around every which way you can. Got the fan kind of sitting in there right. Got the radiator attached at all the holding spots. The fan still spins, that's all that matters. So he's got everything supposedly tight over there. Now he's just gonna tighten up these side bolts. Well, when aftermarket garbage, they made a bigger tube coming off of the overflow.
Because they think this is a race bike.
So now we can't get our tube in there. It's just an overflow. It's not really a big deal. As long as it's on there, it's fine. You gotta tighten all the other stuff up.
Yep.
All the hoses.
Yep.
And the push ones are better. They're the easier ones to do.
Yeah, the fence closed.
Yeah.
Fence? Yeah, the fence is closed. Yes?
Possibly.
I asked you before if you closed the fence.
I closed that one. I tightened up all the hose clamps. Shouldn't move. Around the other side. Is it gonna move? Is it gonna move? This one's a little finicky, but it's just one of those push ones. This one shouldn't blow off. It's tightened on there pretty tight. So now I gotta go find the funnel and fill up the radiator.
Yeah, the kids went all down the shore today.
What antifreeze did you put in? Why?
I put in Xerox from Valvoline because this is an aluminum style motor.
Motor or the radiator?
Well, the radiator is aluminum, but they said to put aluminum in this bike, so I believe it's probably got an aluminum block. I would believe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just making maybe an educated guess, but I really don't know.
Okay.
So don't quote me. It might not be an aluminum block, but the radiator is aluminum.
I should always put the stuff in for aluminum anyway. This bike had green regular antifreeze in it. So. And I asked both these guys, they say you can mix antifreeze, so I'm going to agree with them. So, I don't know if you can or you can't.
What do I know?
To me, I would have started the bike and blew out all the antifreeze out of the bike. But, that would have been me, but then again, I have Ducatis and stuff, so.
Well, big man on campus got a Ducati.
So I don't do this cheap Yami stuff. Really expensive snap-on stuff, that doesn't bring it home.
That was Macco, and two, you told me you didn't need it.
Alright, so you're burping the bike right now?
Yep.
Yeah. Did it drop when you started it? Alright, so just fill it up and then start the bike again. Now he added fluid, he's still burping the bike, he's got the cap off. Checking, making sure nothing's leaking. Checking all the hoses, everything's okay. That's good, it still runs being that you touched it. It doesn't usually happen, does it? Don't drop the bike like you did the race bike. Is it burping?
It'll take long to burn. It's just fire to run through the motor. Once the air pocket runs through the whole way through, then it should burn.
Oh, he's watching it bubble, I guess. Is it bubbling?
Yeah.
Don't crack the throttle because it'll push it right out. Alright. As it hits both my bikes. I didn't really want to have it where it was all over my bike. Why does it smell like burnt antifreeze?
It's on the exhaust.
I'm just kidding. I understand. It's all over my floor too. Runs good for a wrecked bike that we put back together.
It's only got 6,500 miles on it.
Well, now, other than a swing arm, there's nothing from
And
the
that
accident. Oh yeah, and a little dent.
It's not even that big. It was like a freaking pussy before. Remember that shit?
Well, yeah, I pulled it out as best
Still
I
came
could.
off.
Yeah, I know. Other than that swing arm, and the swing arm's really just dented. It's perfectly straight.
Yeah.
I told him he should just paint it. I wouldn't even paint the whole thing. I'd scuff just the
Might be able to take
side.
it down.
What?
You heat it, you heat a glue stick to it, and you fucking just.
Nah,
I've seen him do it.
I don't know if I would do that because you could bend it the rest of the way. It's straight now. Yeah. All right, put it back together. There's a lot of parts all over the floor. I don't know. You know how to put it together? Shit, I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
Get him a water or get him a soda? What do you want?
So, yeah.
Soda. Don't put it anywhere until we figure out where
I'm
it
just
goes.
looking.
All right, put that back on. We'll figure it out. All right, so we got to figure out where all the clips and stuff went to because that's just the way it goes. That hose is holding me up on the side. The one right there.
That going to the top of that?
Yeah, goes in
Little
there.
hose spot there?
Yeah, it bolts on too. So I mean, it's just sitting there. It's just now it's putting everything back and remember where everything went and just that kind of stuff. But I built this bike once. I said before I built this bike and I don't remember how to take it apart.
Did you have it all apart when you did it?
Put all the fairings and all on it. Yeah, did everything to it. Had
Oh yeah, that's right, they were all broken.
yeah.
They're all broken.
Yeah, we put the whole bike back together. And it was weeping, and we didn't realize it was weeping. We put it up on a race stand, and then it would weep. But then he said he was, I don't know, he was running it, and then there was a puddle underneath it.
I ran it one night, and then I shut it down. I came out,
And there was a puddle.
big puddle underneath the bike, and I went, "Oh, I'm like, that's
I guess I need to put a radiator in it. And that's
Got
what.
hot and got cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't weeping as much as it was cool.
Well, when it was on a stand, it was weeping. Like we could, like overnight, it would put fluid on the ground.
We put it up on the stand and put, I guess, the fairings on, maybe.
Oh,
we
we
put it on for
we just
something.
had it up on a
It
stand.
was over here. It came out of the trailer, and then all of a sudden it was it just leaked just a little bit. It was like it just kind of like dribbled out.
It was just like that stupid hose for the brakes. So, how are you? Good.
Gotcha.
So the top section's in the interior. Now he's going to drop in the side cover. Do the blinkers, you remember what they were?
Okay, I'm gonna test them.
Yeah, okay, but do you remember what they were?
Look, it sucks.
Yeah, well that's the problem, but there's no other car shows worth it.
This show doesn't even start till Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to plug the headlight in before you push that all the way in. Do you need help?
Yeah, I kinda can't see that.
Okay, so we're moving along. Got basically the fairings back on. Now just putting the plastic surround up here. Then we got to put the inner fender top on. And the windshield. I think we're pretty much done. So, anyway. Alright, so we got the body panels mostly on. And the windshield back on. And just got to put the center stuff back in the V. And the screws to the top here.
I can't get this to go.
Greg, I'm getting tired of going on my
I
ground.
didn't ask
You
you
know?
to go on the ground.
I'm
I
hurt.
didn't ask you to go around. Did I ask you to go around? I said I couldn't get it in.
I know. Well, you like bald bush, so I can't tell you to put hair around it because you wouldn't know what to do with that. Ugh, I hate you. Hold the camera. Well, the master puts it in. Can't even see.
You blind? Put your
Yeah.
glasses on.
Where's hold on. Where's the screwdriver? And
I don't know.
because it's pretty much where.
So I got the radiator all put in the bike. Bike's all back together. The last clip that you guys saw, my dad got underneath, was for this piece down here. Now, what I had to actually do was I had to take all these bolts loose on this side. This one came out. These I left loose. On the other side, what I did was I had to take all these out, and I just pulled the fairing like this. I just pulled it out a little bit, and then I slowly just snuck the piece in. Oh, was that easy? By no means was that easy. That was very hard, but I worked through it, and I just got it put on and back together.
Okay, call me, because Dad wants.
So it was difficult to work through that, but I got it to go and put in. So my bike's all put back together, brand new radiators in it. Now it is an aftermarket aluminum radiator, but I got it to fit. These metal tabs were a little off, but I had to bend them in. I used my original cap instead of this one. Now this one seems like it's metal. It seems like it's bullet, but I didn't want to use that one. So we just used the stock one, and it was a little finicky to make it work, but we made it work. No more leaky radiator. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you guys. As usual, give us a big thumbs up, like, subscribe. We might have a video coming for Hershey this year. It's if I can get off work or not. I have to see if I can get off work. So I'm going to be changing an ESC module on the Vet, because I'm still having a little bit of a misfire issue in that bike, or in that car. This is done. Got to fix the Ducati leak and the oil leak in the Ducati. Got a whole bunch of videos that you guys will be seeing pretty soon. Starting to get back up and running here at Broken Big Boy Toys. I had a little minor setback with my dad's injury, but we're starting to get up and running again and running with it. So as usual, give us a big thumbs up, like, subscribe. You want to see the Thundercat being built, go back to our Thundercat build series, and you'll see the Delk Havoc exhaust being put on, the Sargent seat cover, grips, all sorts of cool things. You'll learn a thing or two. So as usual, give us a big thumbs up, like, subscribe, help us to get us to that 1,000 mark, and thanks for watching.